I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But they say, oh man, I'm struggling. I'm getting myself. I'm coming back from vacation. Let's say iron sharpens iron, right?
Yeah.
So we all are a reflection of each other.
T.
All right, I'm unmuted. I'm ready to rock and roll. Y'all ready?
Let's
Now
do
go
it.
ahead.
Ready.
All right, let me get us a little tunes going here. Start with Seated on the Mat. And actually, I'm going to share the music real quick. Right. Let me know when you guys can hear the tunes. It's hard for me to tell when it's loud enough for you and not too loud.
That sounds great right there.
All right, I'm gonna change my audio. All right, starting to take some long, deep breaths into the belly. Just kind of relax for a minute. Relax the shoulder. And we'll start twisting at the waist a little bit. Right hand, left knee. Just slowly start twisting, waking up the body.
You seated or standing up?
We're seated. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get my audio right so I can hear the
Will,
music.
Willis doing that Peloton stuff where they tell you to do it, but they chilling.
Which reminds me, man, I did a Peloton yoga class this week with Chelsea Jackson. Ooh, man, he put on some beautiful mommy weight. Her thickness was righteous. Y'all need to check that out. I'm like, what are we selling here? Is this yoga? Anyway, let's get it cracking. Open up these hips a bit. Again, sit on something that gives you a little elevation so you don't jump into this too quick. If your hips need a little time to open, give them that space. Long, deep breath into the belly. Roll those shoulders back. And maybe start to just slowly try to begin a little cat-cow from the seated position. So it's just opening up the chest a bit, then maybe rolling it out. Opening up the chest. And then maybe continuing this for just a second. Excuse me. Maybe just some organic movement side to side. And next move, we're just going to try to open up these side bodies a bit. So raising both hands to the sky, reaching up fingertips as high as you can get them, and then maybe plant the left hand on the earth. See if you can keep the hips exactly where they are and just kind of bring a nice little concave situation to the left side of the body. Feel those ribs kind of constricting there and then opening up the entire right side body. And when you find a spot that feels good to you, maybe just try to feel for just a second a little stillness. Maybe take a couple breaths. And relax that back to neutral. Other side now, raising both hands high as you can get them. And then plant the right hand on the earth. And maybe just again, try to really press both sitting bones in the earth. Feel that opening. Now, if you feel cramps starting to happen in this part of the body that you're compressing, maybe come out of it a little bit. That's pretty normal. And then you find a spot that feels okay to you. Maybe take a couple of breaths there and just hold the stillness. Try to breathe deeply, expanding that side of the body. 1, 2, 3. And relax. Back to neutral. Again, let's take the time to center ourselves and consider for just a minute, this is the only space we're worried about. Just worried about this for just a minute. Relax the shoulders, long deep breath. Maybe take a time for just a little bit of breath work, placing the left hand on the belly. I want you to try to just kind of notice where your diaphragm is. Start to try to bring breath into the palm of your hand. Throwing it all down. So as the belly expands, just sort of imagine that you're just breathing into the palm of your hand. Maybe take just a second to bring a little intentionality to what do you want to do with the next 30 minutes or so? What do you want to focus on? What is your intention for the time? And at your leisure, start to roll over the knees and let's start our first cat-cow. I'm gonna do a couple of little different postures that we haven't done before. Add in a little couple of changes. Obviously, your Marjanyasana, Bithalasana, just your cat-cow poses. I'm gonna roll through them a bit. Start Marjanyasana, really press into the hands, maybe screw the palms into the mat and just open up the shoulder blades by trying to stretch the mat east and west. Feel your spine pressing toward the ceiling and just let that go and maybe roll through it a couple times organically and try to associate the movements with the breath. So maybe it's inhale into your Bithalasana, exhale into your Marjanyasana. Again, giving this back one more little stretch, like a 6 back stretch we're doing. And then maybe walk the hands around to the right. So the funniest thing, so I'm watching Chelsea on this Peloton video, and there are moments where Black people get lost and they forget where they are. So Chelsea's doing this, and she's doing her thing, and she's got some music on, and I think she lost perspective on where she was. So she walks her hands around, does ear to the hip and says, now look back at it. And she got lost in the moment so much that she began to giggle a little bit because she knew she had slipped up. But I think only black people would have picked up on that. Other side. Of course, I was distracted for the next 30 minutes. Like, damn.
Right.
All right. And planting the hand, we're going to move right into, you know what, before we do that, I want to try something. So I want you to plant your right hand. I want you to plant your right knee. I want you to take the left foot like you were in Warrior 2, like Virabhadrasana 2. So parallel the left foot with the back of the mat. And I just want you to kind of open again. So we're going to get a little of the side body in. And you can either tap the top of the foot on the mat or you can do the toes, whichever is most comfortable. But knees are appropriately lined up. And this foot back here becomes the rudder that kind of helps you keep your balance. You're going to open up, reach. And maybe we'll move the shoulder around a little bit in the shoulder girdle. You got funky stuff going on with your shoulder. Be careful. You know what movements work and which ones do not. Then you're lifting the side body. Raise. And then maybe in the fingertips, find just a little stillness as you slowly turn the head up, looking under that armpit to the ceiling. And be careful. All these new movements early in the morning could surprise you. You might feel something unexpected. So be slow about it. And then slowly, as you press into the right hand, I want you to take the right knee off the earth and just extend it out in front. Going to do a move called Wild Thing. You got your shoulder right over elbow, elbow right over wrist. You're just reaching up. Just meant to kind of wake the body up. All right, and plant the left hand. Knee back on the earth. We're going to try the other side. Right foot parallel with the back of the mat. Left knee on the mat. Maybe you're tapping the top of the foot or you're on your toes. So to press those hips forward. We're going to reach up. And we're just going to enjoy this little stretch as we open up that shoulder a bit. Continue to try to lift that right hip into the sky. And maybe finally reach those fingertips all the way over. Maybe turn your gaze under the arm right to the ceiling. And just enjoy that stretch all the way from this hip, all the way through the side body. Fingertips reach. And if you feel comfortable with it, maybe press into your hand, lift that left knee off the earth, extend that foot, into your wild thing and stretch. And exhale. Maybe come out of it carefully, just like you got in. And drop back into your cat cow. We're going to turn the toes under. Long, deep breath. Maybe your heart rates up a little bit. If you need just a moment, maybe rest and slide into baby for just a second. If you're comfortable, you don't need baby. Screw the palms into the mat, turn the toes under. Start to slowly lift the knees as you press back, belly into thighs, and start to slowly straighten those legs. Get into that downward dog for the first posture, and we'll change our tunes up a bit. All right. First downward dog, find some stillness. Maybe you're at a point where you can almost get those heels to the mat. And if you can reach the mat with the heels, maybe you can lift your toes. Long deep breath into the belly. Continue to breathe as you start to look toward the navel. And I would like for you to slowly turn the tailbone under, roll all the way out the plank. Start to grip the mat with the fingertips a bit. Just kind of grip the mat. As you're gripping the mat, forming little teepees, press into the mat enough to where you can almost feel the shoulder blades again as you pull the mat east and west. The core work, open up those shoulders, and then slowly, just like you got into it, press back to down dog. And roll back out to plank. Slowly articulate each part of the vertebrae so you find yourself in plank. And back out of it to down dog. Let the breath guide you. And be ready because we're going to be about that action boss in just a minute. Roll forward. And let's let our cores activate a little bit. Right knee, right elbow. And just hold out for a sec.
Yeah.
Excellent work. And press back. Down dog. Inhale and move it all the way back to plank. Left knee, left elbow. And press back, down dog. Woke up, we woke up. Couple of breaths here. Middle fingers lined up with middle toes. In those fingertips, as you stretch back out into your Adho Mukha Savasana, down dog. Breathe, 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 and raise up on those toes. Bend the knees. Continue to look back. Now look toward the fingertips. Take the time to walk carefully to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And we'll come up slowly, walking the hands up the leg. Bending the spine and the vertebrae very carefully. At the top of your mat. We're ready to go. All right, Tadasana pose. Standing at the top of your mat. Both feet, hips width distance apart, and inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk it out to plank. One deep breath, inhale and plank. And exhale, lower all the way to the mat. And when you reach the mat, little bits of Lasana pose. We're gonna take the fingertips, TP them out towards the edge of the mat. Just press up a bit. As you inhale and exhale, lower your chin back to the mat. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, lower your chin to the mat. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower chin to the mat. Good job. Press the hands right next to the chest. Turn the toes under. And see if you can press right through plank. If not, come to knees first. You can slowly press right up the plank and then the down dog. Excellent work. Inhale up on the toes, bend the knees, walk your way to the top of the mat. Get there with many steps or one long step. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive up. Exhale, hands prayer position. Inhale, swing the arms up. Exhale, swan. Inhale, flat back. See if you can remember which leg you walked out with first the last time and switch that. Exhale, walk it out to plank. Take a breath in plank. Get comfortable here for a second. Inhale. Exhale, lower to the mat. Sphinx pose, elbows next to your chest. Press the hands into the earth and inhale up. And exhale, chin to the floor. One time more. Inhale up. And let's see if we can hang out for just a second. Relax the feet, relax the legs. And exhale, chin to the floor. Hands next to chest. Turn toes under. You know the deal. You press the plank or press through knees. Press up. And back to down dog. Inhale up on the toes and the knees. Take your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Take your time, your pace. If I pick up too much speed, tell me to slow it down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive up. Exhale, hands prayer position. We're going to walk the toes in to touch. Maybe about 2 inches between the heels. And we're going to unpack our Utkatasana pose, chair pose. Bend the arms like you're holding a beach ball. And maybe slowly turn the tailbone under as you lower into your seat. Sink in a little deeper. Hang out there for just a second. Catch your time there to just to kind of wake the body up. Don't freak out. Just be there with that for a minute. And press up to stand. Still holding your beach ball. Toes together. And you don't have to have toes together. That's not comfortable. Maybe put 2 inches between your toes and heels. And let's try to sit back into that chair. Back into the chair. Now maybe Charlie's Angels the fingers. Charlie's Angels the fingers. And let's take left elbow outside right knee. Little twist. And back to neutral. Right elbow outside left knee. If you exhale, a little twist. And back to neutral. Reaching out now, grab that beach ball again. And stand it all the way up. Wonderful. Those legs are now fired up. Inhale, swing the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk it out the plank. As you're exhaling now, just lower all the way or halfway and press the Urdhva Mukha, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale up on the toes. Bend the knees. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive up. Exhale, hands prayer position. Find your chair Utkatasana feet, the ones that feel good to you. Reaching up, grab that beach ball, sink in. Utkatasana chair, turn the tailbone under. Left elbow, right knee. As you exhale, back to neutral. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Extend out, grab the beach ball, stand it up. Exhale, hands prayer position. Inhale, swing the arms up. Exhale, drop right back into Utkatasana, holding that beach ball. Pause. And fold over the legs. Crown of the head reaches toward the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk it out to plank. and lower halfway, coming through Chaturanga Dandasana and press to your upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Now starting to wake up. Maybe walk the feet a little closer in together, lift the right heel. Go to somewhere comfortable, maybe even walk the hands in a bit. And let's start to open up that knee to the ceiling. Start at the hips, start at the waist. Start there as you're looking down at the fingertips. Maybe even again, grip the mat with those fingertips, forming little TPs, activating the arms, opening up just a little bit more, a little bit more. Now neutralize the hips slowly. Slowly bring that knee through. Maybe try to reach it with the kiss. And plant the right foot next to right thumb. Warrior one feet. 45-degree angle with the left foot. Knee over ankle. Turn the tailbone under. Make your way to a nice standing Virabhadrasana one. Check that back leg. You got a little buckle in it. Maybe try to extend it. Get in position, get the hips right. Fork the hips forward. See if you can sink in again. Maybe reach the hands up a little higher. Maybe turn the tailbone under a little more. Vira is hero or warrior. And exhale, warrior two. Long deep breath. Legs starting to heat up a little bit. And let's reverse that warrior. Reaching up with the right fingertips, walking the left fingertips down the leg. And let's cartwheel all the way to the earth. Slowly turn the left toes down. You're back in runner's lunge. Long deep breath. Inhale, exhale as you press into the mat. Maybe even move your back into that cat pose again, that Marjanyasana, and then start to lift the right foot off the mat. As you exhale, elbows close to the rib cage, coming through Chaturanga Dandasana. Press back to Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Nice work, nice work. Take a breath. And I'm gonna turn the opposite way to give you a little better visual. Long deep breath, we're gonna do the left side now. But first, let's inhale up on our tiptoes, bend our knees, and let's spring to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive the arms up. Exhale, hands, prayer position. Check those feet. We want Utkatasana feet. Whatever feels comfortable in your chair. Reaching up for your beach ball. And let's slowly slink in, turn the tailbone under. And exhale that left elbow outside that right knee. Little twist. Back to neutral. Inhale, exhale, right elbow outside left knee. Back to neutral. Let's fall over those legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk it out to plank. And lower through the elbows. Press to upward dog. Exhale, down dog. And walk the feet a little closer together now. So we are going to lift the left heel. Maybe walk the hands in a bit closer. Again, get the hands right. Maybe you're gripping the mat. Let's start to lift the knee by rotating that hip. Continue to press into the mat. Straightening the right leg. Maybe take the knee up a little higher by walking the hands in. Long deep breath, and this time let's rotate the hip down as we start to bring the hip back to neutral. Slowly moving the knee through and maybe kiss the knee. And then we plant the left foot next to the left thumb. Warrior one feet. Flatten the, start to breathe, flatten the belly, inhale, bring a lot of air in. Let's reach up, turn the tailbone under. Thinking a little deeper, turn the tailbone under, reach the hands up. Swivel the hips forward. Activate this right leg straight. Thinking a little deeper. And then exhale, warrior two. So Vera two, sinking a little deeper. Check and see if you can see the big toe right inside that left knee. And exhale as you begin to move into reverse. Reaching the left fingertips up toward the sky. Last deep breath. And let's cartwheel. Slowly cartwheel. Turn the right toes down. Back in runner's lunge. Take a deep breath. Press into the mat. Margin Yasana, cat back, and then lift the left foot off the mat. Back into a nice plank pose. Exhale. Coming through Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows close to the ribs. Press the Urdhva Mukha. Long deep breath in Urdhva Mukha and exhale. Adho Mukha Savasana. Breathe. Take a moment. All right. Now we're going to move through some crescent lunge postures. Basically what they call Ashta Chandrasana poses. Cleaning the slate. Inhale up on your toes. Bend your knees. Make it to the top of your mat. Maybe it's a little pop and a spring. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive the arms up. Exhale, hands prayer position. Playing with our balance a little bit, improving our mindset on meditation for just a moment. Finding your way to the top of your mat. Maybe kickstand the right foot. Maybe you can grab the right knee. Just kind of hold that hip open. This is awkward. So you may have to extend your left hand just to kind of create a little balance. Maybe continue to pull that knee open as you activate the ankle. All right, and now just for fun, playing with your balance. Let's see if you can grab that right ankle. Maybe place it on that left knee. Maybe sink into it, just a little hip opener here. Without losing your balance. But if you do fall out of it, no problem. Slide back in. Maybe taking that right elbow and just opening up that hip a bit. And pressing through that left foot. See if you can stretch out and grab that mat with all the toes and just give yourself a nice, firm, balanced posture. Again, turning the tailbone under, sinking a little deeper. Ooh, almost lost it. And standing it back up. Coming out of it the way I came in it. Slide the foot back down to the kickstand. And exhale. Shake out the left foot. Same deal on the opposite side. Kickstand the left foot. Find your balance. Left side should be a little easier now that you know what we're doing. And maybe grab the left knee. Open up the hip. Turn the tailbone under. Pulling that left knee up. Activate the ankle. Maybe extend the right arm. Give yourself a little clearance for some balance. Continuing to stretch. See if you can open that hip a little further. And let's grab the left ankle. See if we can get a nice little position on the leg. Rock that left knee a bit. See if we can sink in as we turn the tailbone under. Sinking a little deeper, a little deeper, a little deeper, a little deeper, a little deeper. Pressing in that elbow, press that left knee down. And maybe standing it back up. coming out the exact way you got in it. Unwinding it. Slide the left foot back into the kickstand. Exhale, take that right leg out. All right, reset for just a minute. Back into Dasana pose, reminding yourself of your intention at the beginning of class. Inhale, swing the arms up. Utkatasana feet. Slide into your chair. Pause for just a second. Exhale, left elbow outside, right knee. Little twist. Maybe these twists are getting better now. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Right elbow outside, left knee. And exhale, back to neutral. And press the stand. Grabbing that beach ball. Exhale. Swing the arms around. Hands in prayer position. Moving right back through a sun salutation. Inhale the arms up. Slide into Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over the legs now. Crown of the head reaching toward the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale out the plank. And lower gently, coming through Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows close to the rear. Press the Urdhva Mukha Savasana. Take that deep breath and exhale. Using the core, lifting to Adho Mukha Savasana, down dog. Inhale the right heel up. Best you can get it. See if you can walk the hands in a bit. We're not going to open hips this time. Get a little height. Straighten that left leg. And exhale as you pull the knee through slowly. Maybe kiss the knee. That little pause, working on the core, warrior one. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse it. This time, I want you to exhale, side pose. A little side body stretch, elbow to right knee. Then through the left leg. Again, opening up that hip like we did earlier in class. Open up the rib cage, extending the left arm. Take a moment here. Now we're gonna move this into a Pavrita, a twisted angle pose. So I want you to slowly exhale, taking the left elbow, keep the feet where they are. Left elbow outside right knee. Take some breath. How we doing out there? Y'all super quiet today.
Good. Whew.
Take a breath. Now, watch me carefully. I'm gonna come out of this slowly, but I want you to take your hands to the mat and I want you to walk them all the way over. See if you can just find yourself over here resting in a nice little bent posture onto this left foot. And maybe you can take your hands off the floor. Just a second. So the angles are, heels are kind of in line. There's a little gap. This may not be comfortable. You just take your hands off the floor, so you might just hang out here for a second. Feel that stretch. If you're open enough to drop your heel to the floor, you can almost get into a seat. Nice work. Breathing. Now, if you can, I want you to walk your hands back to where we were, but maybe you don't need to put your hands down. You can focus on that turn. See if you can slide right back to where you were. Left elbow outside right knee. And exhale. Frame the right foot. Turn the left toe down. Back in your runner's lunge. Press into the mat. Cat back. Lift the right foot off the mat. Exhale, coming through Chaturanga Dandasana. Press the Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Take the breath. Breathe. Down dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Breathe. Down dog. Now take a chance with me. Walk the feet a little closer together maybe. Press the hands into the mat and lift the left heel. See if you can get the left heel a little higher by walking the hands in just a bit. Reach, reach, reach. See if you can straighten the left and right leg. Reach, reach, reach. Now slowly pulling the knee through. Maybe pause for a minute for some core work. And left foot next to left thumb. Warrior one. Heart rate shooting up a bit. And exhale to warrior two. Right foot parallel to the back of the mat. Sweep the left hand across the sky. Reverse. Side angle. Left elbow, left knee. Reach right fingertips way out as you start to stretch the right side body again like we did in the beginning of class. Keeping the feet where they are. Form a little prayer hand position. Start twisting at the hips, the waist. We're gonna take the right elbow outside left knee. Twist. You got this. Now remember, you're twisted over your left knee. You're gonna drop back into that right knee. Starting to twist back. Maybe take your hands across on the floor. And we're here. Sinking in deep into that right knee. Please put your hands on the floor if it's not comfortable, or maybe it doesn't feel good on your knee and you don't want to hurt anything. Maybe take that right elbow, press inside that knee, get a little twist. Spring up on those toes. Now, if you would like to use your hands, walk them around to the front again. See if you can find your way back into that awkward twist with warrior one feet. Excellent work. Back into that twist, straight back leg. And exhale, frame the right foot. Left foot. Turn the right toes down. Inhale, exhale, press into the mat. Lift the left foot off the mat. Elbows close to the ribs as you come through Chaturanga Dandasana. Press the upward dog. Exhale, down dog. You guys are fantastic. You good? How we doing out there this morning? We good?
All right.
I feel like John's the only one responding. I don't know what's going on out there. I can't see. Go on, deep breath. Excellent work. Again, we're going to be about that action. So I want you to drop to your knees. Separate your knees as wide as the mat. Slide into resting baby for a second. All right, you can slide into a little rest. We're only going to be here for maybe 3 to 5 good long breaths. Take advantage of every one. When you're comfortable, I want you to walk back out to cat-cow posture. All right, let's turn the toes under. As you turn the toes under, I want you to press back into your down dog. Now I'm going to play with these crescent postures just a second. Stay where you are. I'm going to roll around for a little different visual. Lift the right heel, Raise up with the right heel. Again, bringing it through slowly. Maybe kiss the knee. Right foot touches right thumb. Now this time, I want you to keep the right toes forward, keep the left toes forward. I want you to turn the tailbone under, stay in your runner's lunge. I want you to reach forward, reaching for that beach ball again. So crescent pose. Toes turned down instead of turn to the side. So we're here. Maybe you walk the right foot a little close to the edge of the mat. Give yourself a little space. Sink in. And I want you to reach down, dropping the hands, touching the mat. Just slice the mat and then sweep them back up. And again, exhale. Sweep the mat and bring them back up. And again, last time around, sweep the mat, bring them back up. Excellent work. Exhale, touchdown. Now this time, I want you to straighten the right leg, get a little hamstring stretch as you bend the left knee and then jump off the back of the left knee. You're right at the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive the arms up. Exhale, hands prayer position. So we skipped some chaturanga there to give you a little arm break. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan. Touching down. Inhale, flat back. And we're gonna get into crescent on the left side a little differently. So exhale as you take the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Maybe heel toe the left foot to the edge of the mat just a little bit. Turn the tailbone under, toes down, and let's sweep the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Last time around, exhale, sweep the arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Great work. And touchdown with the hands. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. And spring off the back leg at the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands prayer position. Great work. Now we're gonna move from the crescent pose into something called Virabhadrasana. So it's like a humble warrior posture. We don't do much of this, so be careful with this. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan. Inhale, flat back. And I just want you to step back with the left foot this time, stepping all the way back. So you're back in that crescent posture on the right side. Inhale, exhale, sweep the arms up. Now, take the arms behind the back, open up the chest. See if you can get a nice little grip as you open up the chest. And this time, turn the left heel down, and let's see if we can sink in. Humble warrior. Sorry. Crown of the head reaches toward the mat. That little catch in my hip there. So Virabhadrasana, you're just sinking the right shoulder right inside the right knee, reaching the fingertips up toward the sky. This is awkward. Maybe that doesn't work so much. If you need to, you could also grab a towel and create a little space so you're not having to clasp the fingertips. And press yourself back up to stand. Turn the left toes down back into crescent. That's a little strength work there. And then exhale, frame the right foot. Take the right foot to the back of the mat, coming through chaturanga. Press the Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Savasana. Great work. Great work. We're gonna slide into it on the left side just a little differently. Lift the left heel as we unwind this thing. Bring the knee through slowly, maybe kiss it. Left finger, left thumb, left foot. Remember, you're in crescent first. Maybe heel toe the left foot to the edge of the mat. Sweep the arms up. Feeling good about it. Clasp the hands behind the back. Open up the chest. Straighten that back right leg. Again, swiveling those hips forward like in runner's lunge, but you're still in this sort of, you're in runner's lunge, but you're in crescent actually, but feet are like runner's lunge. And exhale. Crown of the head drops inside the foot and 45-degree angle that right foot. Sink in, straight back leg. Now, if you need to rest your shoulder on top of the knee, no problem. The goal is to eventually crown of the head, slide inside the knee. Excellent work. As you exhale, blowing it out, turn the right toes down, back into crescent. Little slip work. And exhale, frame the left foot, press into the mat. Left foot reaches to the back of the mat. Screw the palms into the mat. Exhale, coming through Chaturanga Dandasana. Press the upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Long, deep breath. Excellent work. You guys did it. You made it through your peak postures. All right. Now, drop into your knees. Find our way into a little bit of a resting position. So we're going to sit back onto our feet. Taking a minute. Now, if you need a block or a bolster to make this work, it will look like this. Palming it all down. Now, if you started to slouch your shoulders like I have, open up the chest. And maybe plant the right fingertips on the earth, reach the left fingertips to the sky, and maybe you start to reach over, forming a nice little tight circle, creating a circle or maybe a C shape with your side body. And coming out of that, just move through it fluidly to the opposite side. Again, keeping both sitting bones kind of equal distance from the mat, or both sitting bones on the back of the ankles. And exhale. Great work, great work. Maybe for just a minute, we'll stretch our lower back. So turn your toes under. Maybe you take the hands, grabbing the ankles a bit. You just sort of start to roll the forehead down toward the knees. You're not putting any pressure on your head or smashing your neck. You're trying to pull the forehead toward the knees. And if the top of your head does reach the mat, that's fine. Maybe you can start to lift your hips away from the heel, create a nice little stretch, but you're not putting a lot of pressure on your head at all. Maybe it's touching the mat, but it's just touching for balance purposes. And exhale, falling out of that. Great work. Maybe you had a little head rush there, got a little dizzy. Let's sweep the feet around. Extending the feet. Activate the ankles. Staff pose. Maybe you can reach up, hinging at the hips, grab the feet. Maybe you're grabbing the shins or the back of the knees. See if you can keep the bend right at the hip. You can manage to keep the hips stable on the earth. Maybe you can activate the ankles a bit. You feel a nice little stretch across the lower back. Again, you're warm, but you don't need to overdo this lower back stretch. Notice I'm staring above my toes, trying to keep my back straight instead of curving my spine. I'm here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Again, activate those legs, form a nice strong base.
You were somewhere on a different time.
Great work. Release that, and maybe for just a moment, a non-active calming stretch where you do bend the spine. Let the balance, let the, just let gravity sort of pull you down. Nice work. Now, I'm gonna play with it just a little bit. I'm gonna open up the hips. See if you can bring the right ankle inside the left knee. Now, get stable. Maybe put this under your hip. It protects your knee and protects your hip a bit. See if you can get a nice little twist where you take the right hand, maybe grab the outside of the left leg, or maybe grab the left foot. Again, see if you can forget about what's going on with this leg. Get comfortable with it wherever it is and see if you can get the twist right. And then feel that twist, feel that stretch. Nice. Now, just for kicks, take this right foot across the left knee, activate the left ankle again. Starting to really get into these hips a bit. I want you to take the elbow of the left arm, really grab that knee and just start to twist over to your right. Not stretched out in your neck and looking over the right shoulder yet. You just start at the hips. Activate that left ankle, don't get sloppy. And start to turn. And then when you get really comfortable looking over that right arm, looking over that right shoulder, take a little time. These are your last few stretches, so I want you to enjoy them. And exhale, unwind that. But this time, drop the knee, right ankle on top of left knee, and start to walk the hands, walk the foot back. And let's just open up that hip for just a second. Maybe the fingertips are pointed towards the butt. Maybe the fingertips are turning towards the back wall. Either way, activate that right ankle. Press the chest towards the shin. And just take a couple breaths here. Now, if you're tight and holding that, like you're just really holding that hip tight, take a risk and release it. Try to let the hip go. And the only thing you're holding tight is that ankle. And then you press the chest toward the chin. Let that hip go for a second. Release it. And slowly let that left foot all the way out. Let's try that on the other side. Bring in the left foot inside the knee. Again, if you need a bolster to lift the left knee, but once you figure it out, see if you can really twist from the waist so your belly is right over this right thigh, and maybe grab the foot or grab the shin or just turn and let's hold. And slowly release that. Taking that left foot outside right knee. And grab that knee with the inside elbow of the right arm. You can also, if you feel comfortable that you want a little more stretch, you can take that elbow outside the knee. Your call. But I would ask that you, again, start to twist at the hips and the waist and the belly. Then come up through the chest. And open those shoulders last. And then when you got all that right, activate that right ankle. And then when all that feels right, feel stable, maybe take a chance and just look over that left shoulder for a second. And unwinding carefully. Take the left ankle, pull it high up on the right side. You know what we're doing. Walk the fingertips back. Bring the right foot closer to the butt. Activate that left ankle. Let's just see if you can sink in. Sometimes I like to pick my hips off the earth and just kind of find what works, but slide in. Again, I'm gonna pull my ankle in a little closer. And press as you release the breath. See if you can take your testicles a little closer to that shin. All right. Last final breaths here. Opening up that hip. And maybe slowly extend that right leg again. Start to extend the left. Maybe just slowly slide back to your elbows. Maybe stop here for a second. Let the feet fall open. And be grateful. Give yourself some thanks. Pat yourself on the back. We did one more 45-minute section of yoga. Maybe gave yourself a little calm, a little peace for just a minute. Maybe lowered your heart rate just a little bit. See how long you can extend that feeling into the rest of your day. Slowly rolling down, one vertebrae at a time. And I'd like you to pull the right knee in. Maybe open it for 1 second, and then we're going to twist across the body. And see if you can keep as much of your back on the floor as possible as you twist. Again, this works really great if you have a bolster or something to drop that knee on. Then you can really focus on keeping your back on the mat. And again, pulling that knee close to the chest. On your last and final movement, inhale, exhale, bring the left knee in. You got this. Open that left knee out just a little bit. See what's going on in that hip. And then we roll that across our bodies. Maybe you're lucky, got a couple little pops, snapple crackle pops in there. And then exhale, pulling that knee in for the last time. Extend the left leg, feet fall open. And you are no longer about that action, boss. For just a second, we are chilling. Let your body absorb the work you did and appreciate the movement, but now let go. It is done. While you're resting out, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. So years ago, I was in LA and I was feeling a little stressed out. I thought I'm gonna go up to Hancock Park. I'm gonna take this class. I'm gonna go in this little yin class and relax. And I get there and it wasn't a yin class. It was actually a flow class. And I was like, whatever. See this old Asian woman and I'm like, I'm gonna put my mat next to her. I will certainly out yoga this old woman. That'll be a win for me. I just use all my energy to out yoga this woman. Turns out, this woman was an animal. She was calm, she was poised, she was at ease. Never seen anything so strong in my life. She like to be maybe 75 if she was a day. And core was ridiculous. There was no posture that she didn't move into with relative ease and come out of with ease and maintain her breath and all with control. And I was frustrated the whole class. And I said, in the class, I finally just said, how long have you been doing this? Her response to me was, I'm not really sure because every day is a new day. And I was like, that's okay. Whatever the hell that means. And then she began to tell me how, you have a decent practice, just stay on your mat. Focus on your mat. I was like, so this entire time I've been competing with this woman and she's been over here thinking, why is this dude worried about me? Stay in your lane, focus on your mat. Every day is a new day. As we were walking out of that class, I was thinking, whatever, next time I meet up with this woman, I'm beating their ass. Ain't no way you're going to outwork me like that. So I didn't really learn the lesson in the moment. But 5 or 6 years later, I decided that that's really the message. Stay on your mat, stay in your lane. You're not trying to out yoga anybody. Every day is a new day. Competing with no one. Maybe stretch the fingertips, crunch the hands together, flex the toes, walk the feet back onto the mat, maybe roll the feet up, maybe roll the knees up. Do the knee rest. close to the chest. Maybe roll over to your fetal position for just a second. Take a breath here, maybe two. Slowly press back into your seated posture, wherever you were when you started. We're going to cap this class off the way we started. Again, this is your space for that time. Hopefully you stayed here as much as you could. It's hard. Lots of distractions. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, rub the palms together. Namaste, brother. And we are calling it a wrap.
Thank you, sir.
Hope you guys had a good one. Good to see everybody.
Likewise.
Good to see Leland again. I missed that, brother.
Namaste, y'all.
Namaste.
Good to see y'all.
Y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Willow, Lance, Richard, Rickson, I will see y'all soon.
So,
Man. No matter how I try to condense this thing, I still get stuck looking at 45 minutes.